Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we will look at how to generate a PDF document dynamically with the form fields. We'll be using basically PDF-LIB library, which is an open source JavaScript PDF generation library, and this is actually the application. So we have this HTML form which is built using Bootstrap, and we will be using making a student mark sheet dynamically. We will take the user input such as the student name, their marks in different subjects, and also their student image as well. So then we will generate this mark sheet. So here you need to fill out all these details related to the student, which is student name, roll number, class, math. So if I just put the name, roll number and class, and then you need to put marks in different subjects. You can customize this form accordingly. Then we need to actually select their image. You can just select the JPG image of the student and then click this button, generate PDF. So as you click the generate PDF, you'll see the student mark sheet will be generated, and you will see this result. We will have this logo of the student image. Then we have this different information regarding showing it inside form fields. We have different marks in different subjects. We have class, we have roll number, we have student name. So I will show you how to do this dynamically. So you can see we are taking user input in the HTML form, and then we dynamically inserting these details inside the form in PDF document. So for making this application, we are using this library, which is PDF-LIB. It's a very famous library of JavaScript to actually create PDF documents. It can even be used to modify PDF documents as well, insert watermarks, modify PDF, merge it as well. So let's get started. All the source code which I used in this video is given in the description. So what I will do, I will simply delete everything and start from scratch. So first of all, what I will give it a title, and you need to include the CDN. We will be using the CDN, so simply you can just type PDF-LIB CDN, and you can go to this website cdnjs.com, and you can include the CDN right here. Copy this URL, and you need to paste it just after the body. Paste it inside the script tag. Just source is equal to this. So after you do this, we need to include the custom JavaScript file. So I will simply make a new file in the root directory, script.js. So here we will write the JavaScript code. So now for the user interface, as I already told you, we will be using Bootstrap. So what you need to do, you need to include the CDN for Bootstrap. So just after the title, paste the CDN for Bootstrap. And after this, we will be constructing the user interface. For that, we'll be using the container class of Bootstrap, margin top 5, and here you'll be having a simple heading, student mark sheet generator. After this, we will be having a simple form, and this form will have an ID, which is Marksheet form. And then we'll be having the form group class of Bootstrap. And inside this form, first of all, we'll be allowing the user to simply write the name of the student. So you simply say student name, input type text, and we'll be giving a bootstrap class of form control and having an ID to it or student name, and a placeholder that enter student name, and it should be required. So if you just open this in the browser, it will look something like this. We will have a simple input field where we allow the user to write the student name. Then similarly, we will be changing it for allowing the user to write roll number. Then we have class. So here you just need to change it roll number. So what I will do, I will simply copy this. I don't want to waste time in writing this, so I will simply copy this. So this is for roll number, and you will see roll number class. After this, we will have more fields where the user can write marks in different subjects. So you can basically customize this. If you want to collect more information, you can have more input fields. So here the user will write marks in math, science and history. So I've just taken 3 subjects, And after this, we allow the user to actually embed the image of the student. So for that, we will be simply be saying, we need to say student image. We'll simply say here, upload student image. And this time input type file, we'll be having a class here, form control, giving an ID here, student image. This will be, sorry, ID, and we only be accepting .jpg files, and it should be required. So you will see basically a input field has been added of required. So here the user will actually upload image file. So lastly, we will have a simple button to submit the form, and this will simply say generate PDF. So the type of the button will be button. A bootstrap class of btn primary. So now we need to simply bind an on-click event handler to this button. So when we click this button, we will binding an on-click event handler. So we will execute this function, which is generate PDF. So now we need to define this function in the script.js file. So this function will be async generate PDF. So inside this function, we need to first of all extract or define the library that we are using. So from this library, we have to have three methods: PDF document, RGB, and standard fonts. So this is all available inside this PDF-LIB library. After this, we need to get all the values which we defined in the HTML. So I will simply copy this, and we will get all this, which is the student name, roll number, student class, math marks, science mark, history marks. We'll just be targeting it by this ID that we have given in the HTML, and then we will be getting the value by dot value. You'll see that. So all the input fields, we are getting the value dynamically. So after you do this, you now need to also get the student image. So this also we need to read it. So for that, we'll be saying document get element by ID. School image, student image, we have given the ID to it. And now to get the actual file which is selected by the user, you'll be using .file0. So this will select it, and then we need to say student, we need to read that file, student image bytes. You again use await keyword. So you will say student image dot array buffer. We'll use array buffer here to read the input file which is selected by the user. So now to convert that input image into bytes so that we can insert it in the PDF document. So after you do this, we now need to create a brand new PDF document. For doing this in PDF-LIB, we need to simply use await PDF document, and it contains a function called as create. So this will create a new PDF document. And now we need to add a new page. For adding a new page, there is a method available in this object which is add page. So this will add a new page in the PDF document. So here you need to provide the width of the document, which is 595, and height 842, which is the A4 size of the PDF document. Now we need to load the font. For this, we will be loading Helvetica. So we can simply say embed font, and for this we will be using the built-in fonts in PDF-LIB. One such font is Helvetica. So after this, we need to set the font size as well. So we need to set it to 12, and then we need to basically load this image, student image logo at the very top. For doing this, we will simply say PDF doc, and it contains a function which is embed JPG. So now to embed a file, image file, we have this method inside PDF-LIB. So inside this method, we need to pass the bytes that we read, student image bytes. We already created this variable right here. So we are directly passing it to this function to actually embed the image at the very top. So now we have to draw this image. So now to draw this image, we actually need to set the size of this. We need to set the logo size to be 80, and then we need to draw this on the PDF document. So we will use this draw function, which is available inside PDF-LIB, to actually insert this image at the very top. We'll basically pass the variable student image logo, and we need to set this the x coordinate of this image to be 595 minus the logo size divided by 2. Simple mathematical formula. The y coordinate will be 750, and the width will be the logo size, and the height will also be logo size. So we have set all these 4 options to actually insert this image on the PDF document. So if you want to see this, you can simply download this by first of all converting it to using this function, which is PDF doc save. So this function will actually create this PDF document and save it in the memory. Now we need to download this automatically. So we'll convert this into blob using the blob constructor, and we'll pass this PDF bytes, and the second argument will be the mim type. For this, we will say application/PDF. And now we need to simply download this. So for that, we will be creating an anchor element. So for creating dynamic anchor element, we'll use create element and a and link.href. We'll use url.create object URL, which is a built-in method inside JavaScript. Create object URL, and we'll pass it blob. And then link.download. It's a very basic way by which you can download a file in the browser. Link.click. So now if you see, if I try to fill out all these details, and you will only see the image for now because we haven't written the code for the rest of the functionality. So if I just pick my image, student image, click on this, nothing happens. Let me see what is the error. Font must be of type string, or on line number script 23. Okay, I think we made a mistake, typo mistake somewhere. Let's see. Let me write this once again. I think this line. Okay, I just misspelled it. Helvetica spelling misspelled it. Just correct that spelling. All the source code will be given in the description. So if I refresh it and try this once again, so it is saying that page.draw is not a function. Let me see, page dot, oh sorry, this is draw image, because we are drawing an image in the PDF document. So this is actually not draw image. This is the function. So once again, try this. So you can see the file is downloaded, and you actually see this image appearing at the center position. So you can adjust this position accordingly if you like. And after doing this, after inserting this image, now we need to insert the form fields, the data that we collect. So for doing this, first of all, we do need to add a title. So for doing this, we will use page dot draw text, because we are drawing text. So you'll simply say student Marksheet, and the x coordinate will be 200, the y coordinate will be 720, and the size of the text will be 20, and the actual font and the color of the text RGB 000, which is black color. You can see it is highlighted. And then after we add this, now we will create a function which will actually draw a form field in the PDF document, draw field box. It will take the actual page number, X coordinate, Y coordinate, and the width and the height of the page, and the actual text that needs to be filled in the form field. This is a custom function that we defined which takes these 5 arguments. So now one by one we will call this function. So we call this function, you will see we pass the current page, then we pass the X coordinate, the Y coordinate. I already calculated these positions, guys, so you can safely copy this, and then we need to change it for the student name. And similarly we will be passing 5 more times. You can see that. So we are doing this for roll number, student class, math marks, science marks, history marks, math marks, science. So you can see that. So now inside this draw field box function, we now need to create a form field in PDF. For that we will be using drawing a shape. So this actually contains a function draw rectangle, and inside this we can actually draw a rectangle using these coordinates, which is passed X coordinate, Y coordinate, and the actual width and height which is passed. And then we have the border color RGB 000, which is black color, and then the border width, the color of the text, which will be 111, which is again black color, which is white background for fill. And then after we draw this, if you just refresh it, you will actually see the form fields. If I So you will actually see these form fields will be added, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a rectangle. If you see, we have drawn just as this rectangle, which is giving you the illusion of this is actually a form field. So in this way, you can create a rectangle in PDF document to create a form field. So now inside this, we will be filling the data programmatically whenever the user submits it. So now to actually insert the information in these form fields, we will actually use the function draw text once again. So now inside these locations we will pass the text. Now here you need to pass the X coordinate, which is X plus 5, Y coordinate will be Y plus 3. So the size of the text will be again font size, and the actual font and the color of the text will be again black 000. That's all. So if you now see, if you fill out this information now, so you can see all this information has been inserted successfully. Now we need to show the labels on the left hand side. So now for showing these labels, we will simply, after we do this, you can simply show the labels using again draw text. So for showing these labels, you will use the draw text function, and we already calculated the position, so I will simply paste it. So again, you can see we have defined a variable label offset, which is set to 10. So this is used to just the position the labels on the left hand side. And again, we are using this function, which is draw text, to actually draw the text on the PDF document one by one, the student name, roll number, class, math marks. So here it takes the X coordinate, Y coordinate, so the font size, everything, and the color of the text. So if you just now refresh, just put the information. So in this way, guys, you can generate a mini student mark sheet with images and the actual data that the user will submit in browser using PDF-LIB. So it's a great application where you can dynamically fill out the form and then generate the PDF document. So thank you very much for watching this video, and do check out my website freemediatools.com, which contains free tools related to audio, video and image. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video.